in Chopper 8 with a very, very grim picture. Structures on fire, Deb.
It is a grim picture. It is breathtaking for us getting a look at it. It took us some time to get up here. The winds prohibit us from flying earlier, so this is our first opportunity to get an aerial view of the area where this pretty much all started. This is the Rancho Monserrate mobile home community country club here. You can see the golf course at the bottom of the screen. I've tried to count the number of mobile homes that have gone up in flames, and I would say it looks like at least 30 or so, and you can see several that are actively burning. Now you can see this sky crane that's coming in. We've seen them make drops. We've seen tanker drops, but it just has been skipping around. It looks like maybe the last of them have burned. And then here's another one. This is on the northwest side of the park. I have a personal connection to this. My parents, they do not have permanent residence here, but they are actually renting a place here as they play snowbirds. And they got the call to get out, and they only had a few minutes, just time to get medication, checkbook, and they left. And I can't tell you exactly which coach they were renting, but I feel very concerned and very much think that it may be one that they have lost here. So, but fortunately, they are safe and sound. But it's just devastating. And you can see another one in this huge plume of black smoke. This is toward the west end of the park, as home after home in Rancho Monserrate Country Club community go up in flames.
Deb, it's a helpless feeling when you watch these kinds of structures go up in flames because they are so close together. It's so easy for the flames to spread from structure to structure. It's spread to several more since we've just been watching the last few minutes.
Yeah, and I'm going to effort it. There's so many things to look at up here, so we're starting with this view, and we're going to try to move the chopper around and see if we can show you to the west. But let me pull back for a minute. If you've been following this when it started at 11:30 today, there's the 15, and the 76 is toward the bottom of the screen. Here comes another plane coming in down below us. So it started in this area, took off in a hurry, and then it spread to the west thanks to these winds. Now, we have seen multiple structures as you look toward Bonsall that have burned, and we'll try to, try to be able to show you some of those, although it's definitely obscured as you look into the smoke. But as we've peeked through, we can see the hillsides burning along Lilac, of course, that evacuation area, and I have seen multiple homes that have burned. I can't give you streets. I am so sorry that I can't give you a better idea, but they are just fighting this on so many different fronts in so many areas where these homes are in jeopardy. And sad to say, there are going to be dozens upon dozens of them that have been lost in the mobile home park, and I'm sure in the Bonsall areas as well. And let me just try to help you. So there's a little bit of our skid there, pardon me on that, but let me give you some perspective. There's the 15. I've got the camera pointing to the south and the southwest, and now I'm going to move the camera toward the west. So this is looking west of the mobile home park. So that's where that fire is moving. There down below, you've got Mission Road there, I do believe, and then you can see, but there are just so many different areas. At one point, we did see the San Luis Rey training facility. I believe it's the San Luis training facility. I think there's a couple different horse tracks in this area, and we saw fire all around there. But let me come back here, and I'll move it back to this mobile home park, because right now, that is where the majority of the structures that we've been able to see have gone up, but it is certainly not the only area where homes have been lost. So once again, we are up over Rancho Monserrate here at the 15 and the 76, looking at the devastation that is this mobile home park. We'll send it back to you now at the desk.
Deb, before I let you go, just quickly, I wanted to ask you, how did they get their warning? You said your parents had warning just only minutes. Did they just look up the hill and see the flames? Because it looks like that they had a visual warning. It was coming at them, and it was just time to get out. Did people knock the doors?
Right. It's been a chaotic afternoon, and I've had many different conversations, but they've been short. So I may not have this 100% correct, but it's my understanding that they had CHP come through the neighborhood and start telling people to get out. My parents were waiting actually for my aunt and uncle who live in the Lake San Marcos area to join them for lunch in Bonsall. My aunt and uncle just made it up the 15 to where my parents are staying here, and by that point they were they'd gone up and down the neighborhood with, you know, sirens making announcements to get out, and they did just have time to get themselves their, you know, but like I said, my mom's medication and checkbook and to take off, and there was just no warning. It happened so fast.